What is going on, social media family? My name is Jorge Lopez and I am your sales consultant. In today's video, we are talking about 2024 Bronco. I'm excited. There's some new changes. There's some new pricing information. So I'm here to tell you the best practice, what to avoid, how to get your order, and hopefully how to get your Bronco in sooner than later. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The first thing that I want to mention to you is that on the description of this video, there's going to be a timestamp. So if you need to skip around, then do so throughout the video. But I would encourage you to stay throughout the video because this is going to be a lot of really good information. And also, if you have not seen the previous video I made about the 24 Bronco, I'm going to link it up in the cards. So make sure that you check it out. And it'll also be at the end of this video and the video cards at the end. I want to start by talking to you about the timeline. We want to start by saying that the order banks are going to be open on August 16, 2023 for the 2024 Bronco. And we should be able to also build and price your Ford Bronco at Ford.com. Now this is important. Job one, which is when Ford is starting to build these Broncos. According to this information that I have, scheduling begins in September. That's when the schedule begins. Shortly thereafter, Ford is going to be starting to build the Ford Bronco. So if I had to just guesstimate, I would say that we would see the first Broncos in our dealership, I'm hoping around November, after the quality control, after everything's been built and shipped to the dealership. I'm assuming around November, and I believe we're gonna have 12 months of Bronco production versus I think 11 months for 2023. So the cycle is gonna be running from November to November of 2024 for the 2024 Bronco. Now, ordering process, I still have gotten some questions about ordering process and what to do. Well, it is super important to know that Ford is still continuing requesting dealerships to provide the customer order verification process, COVP for short. So you as a customer need to make sure that your dealership gives you the adequate forms and information for you to sign off on. One being the order summary form, which will outline your options, equipment, color. This is the time for you as a customer to double check the dealership's work to make sure that they don't miss an option that you need to have. You'll sign off on that, hopefully electronically, or if you're visiting the dealership, you'll have a wet ink signature on there. Form number two is basically telling Ford that it is you, the customer, that is ordering the vehicle. On that form, you should have, according to Ford, your name, your order number, and your eligible order date. That is so important for you to have on this form. And then lastly, you need to provide your dealership with a copy of your driver's license. So we as a dealership, what we do is we take those forms, we upload them to Ford. Ford will verify everything, will cross-match with the order that we have in the system that your dealership should have put in the system, and match it and make sure that everything is good to go. Okay, so now let's talk about the bulk of this video, which is a price increase and the changes for 2024 model Bronco. Well, let me tell you that Ford has deleted the base level trim level from the lineup. Yeah, the most entry-level Bronco has been deleted, and I feel like that is a really good move from Ford because it was really similar to what that Big Bend offered. So it's better production, a quicker acceleration to produce these vehicles. So I feel like that is a really good move. Now the entry-level Bronco for 2024 is now going to be the Big Bend. The Big Bend is going to be the starting lineup. And let me just share with you that Ford did improve the quality, the rubber, the plastic material, the finishes inside of all of the Broncos across the board. So Big Bend is no exception. You'll have a nicer interior on the Big Bend model. Also, I want to share with you the 2.7 has been removed from the Big Bend model. Marine grade vinyl is now standard, the standard seats. Also, the headrest is also now a standard feature. It's a four-way headrest, is now a standard feature to have a little bit more comfortable seating for all of the Broncos across the board. And the biggest change Ford improved on the Big Bend is that now the 12-inch display Sync 4 is standard across the board on all of the trim levels. So with all of these changes, Ford did increase the price of the Big Bend model from the base price, a total of $550. Big Bend model would be for that person that will probably not do much off-roading. Big Bend is for that person that wants to keep budget as low as possible, maybe has some ideas in customizing the Bronco. Maybe that person is more important on the look than what that Bronco is capable of doing. So if you're wanting to save as much money as possible, maybe upgrade a few features, the suspension, the wheels and tires, I feel like the Big Bend is for you. Okay, so the next trim level that I want to discuss with you guys is the Black Diamond, which really did not get a lot of changes. The wheel, for example, that used to be a optional wheel for 2023, that gloss, nicer looking black wheel, well, in my opinion, of course, is now the standard wheel for the Black Diamond instead of having the Steelies. Now keep in mind, you'll also have the 12-inch display and the upgraded interior finishes, the rubber, the plastics, the whole nicer interior. And the Black Diamond did go up a total of $1,380. 12-inch display, that's the favorite part, still continuing on Black Diamond. Now the Outer Banks. The Outer Banks, there's really no change on price. The price did not go up for Outer Banks. Now the Outer Banks, I do want to tell you that Ford removed the ability to get a two-door. Yeah, so no more two doors on the Outer Banks. Now the leather and the vinyl combination is standard equipment on the Outer Banks. Remember, we had optional cloth and leather. Well, now it is only leather, and the high package plus the Luxe package have now been combined, and the Outer Banks will give you the Luxe package throughout. So I feel like that is a really good optional thing for the Outer Banks, and there's no price increases on that. The Outer Banks is for that person that, you know, is going to be doing very light off-road, that person that wants to have a little bit more paint around the vehicle, like your fenders, your handles, your grille, your wheel. So if that person is you, that is going to be primarily just using it back and forth, home and work, light, very light off-road use, but you want something that looks nice, something that has really good techie features, then the Outer Banks is for you. Now, the Badlands, the #1, in my opinion, selling trim level. The Badlands went up $2,000 over the base price MSRP of a 2023. So let me tell you a few changes. So if you want the 2.3 EcoBoost engine, guess what? No more automatic transmission for you. If you want the 2.3, you have to go with the manual transmission. The front modular bumper that was the option to a Badlands is now a standard on the Badlands. The 33-inch black beadlock capable wheel has been permanently removed, so you can only get the standard wheel that you can get now. That's going to still be the standard wheel for the 2024, or if you get the Sasquatch package, then you're going to be getting the Sasquatch wheel. But those are the only two wheels that you're going to be getting. And then also very important, you're going to get a robust steering gear. That's what Ford is telling us. So I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to what the Haas 3.0 wall track steering is going to be getting, but now it's going to have this stabilizer disconnect, which is going to be a phenomenal combination for those people that are going to really go off-road in. And the Badlands is still continuing with the upgraded finish and also your 12-inch display. So the Badlands is for that person that is a hardcore off-roader, or somebody that wants just have that capability of going through mud, going rock crawling, going through some terrain that you will definitely be able to use your front lockers, your rear lockers, and your stabilizer disconnect. So for a price increase of $2,000, I am fine with it because of the stuff that you're getting. Now, the Wild Track. The Wild Track is another $2,000 upgrade over what the 2023 was. Looks like you're still getting your same Haas 3.0. You're getting the leather trim, which is standard. You know, you used to get cloth interior as well. And you have your front modular bumper that is now standard on the Wild Track. And again, so you get your robust steering gear. And again, your 12-inch display, all of that stuff is standard. So on the Wild Track, the $2,000, I don't see that to be such a great deal as the other ones, in my opinion. But the Wild Track is for that person that really just wants to have that upgraded, you know, Haas 3.0 suspension, shocks. This suspension is pretty awesome, and it's for that person that's going to be driving fast, going quick through sand, and that definitely will help you absorb those whoops and that even uneven terrain. Now, let's talk about the Everglades. The Everglades is coming back for 2024, and there is an $875 price increase. Well, you get your slide out tailgate table. That is what you're getting with, again, the upgraded interior material. The Heritage went up $1,250 in price, and again, you're going to be getting the slide out table as you get on the Everglades. And the Heritage limited edition went up $620, and again, you're going to be getting standard the slide out tailgate on that as well. Now let's talk about the colors, because there are a few changes to the color palette. So we've got a total of 10 colors available for 2024. Oxford White, Velocity Blue, Hot Pepper Red, Cactus Gray, Race Red, Iconic Silver, Carbonized Gray, Eruption Green, I love that color, Azure Gray, and Shadow Black. On the Bronco Raptor, we've got Oxford White, Hot Pepper Red, Cactus Gray, Iconic Silver, Azure Gray, Shadow Black. Two new colors, Shelter Green and Velocity Blue. Heritage Limited, Robin Eggs Blue, Yellowstone, Everglades, Cactus Gray, Carbonized Gray, Eruption Green, Azure Gray, Shadow Black. That's for the Everglades. And the Heritage Edition, Robin's Egg Blue, Cactus Gray, Race Red, Carbonized Gray, Azure, and Shadow Black. Deleted colors. Ford has removed the Code Orange, and they have removed the Area 51 color, which was, I think, like the #1 color that all of you guys chose back since 2021 through 2023. And I'm sad to see that color go, but Azure Gray is a really good replacement. Actually, some people call Azure Gray Area 52 because it just looks super close to that of Area 51. Okay, a few questions that I have received are, will the 23 orders that did not get produced get carried over to the 2024 model year? No, absolutely not. If you're watching this video and you have not received a scheduled build date or a VIN number for your 23, you better contact your dealership and tell them that you want your order to be transferred, moved over, changed, added to a 2024. Do not delay, do that today. Will a 23 Bronco order did not get produced receive a model year transition offer? No, unfortunately not. Ford said that if you did not get a 23 built, then you are not getting price protected. Unfortunately, Ford said no more price protection, and a 2024 is going to be at the increased price that I mentioned earlier in the video. What is the process for updating my 23 Bronco order to a 24? Well, again, you have to contact your store, you have to contact your dealership and tell them that you need to have your order added to the 2024 starting August 16 of 2023. Don't delay, guys. Some of these dealerships are really busy. Some of these dealerships are really not paying too much attention to what's going on. So do your due diligence and contact your dealership as soon as possible to get your order in quickly. Now, I am going to go down the estimate percentage of build for these trim levels so that you can try to stay away from them. Everglades, Ford is building about 2% of those. Heritage Edition, the Heritage Edition is 5%, another low number. The Badlands is 13%, just like the Wildtrak. The Wildtrak has been steady at 15%. Ford is going to be building 50% of the Lux packages, which is great. It is a really good number to see. 4-doors, 65%, and the rest 2-doors. So if you are waiting on a 2-door, then you're gonna be waiting a little bit longer just because Ford is concentrating on building the 4-doors. Okay guys, there you have it. This is my informative version video of the 2024 order bank, how to, best practices, what to avoid, timeline, prices. It was a lot of information. I'm hoping that you guys saw value in it, and if you did, it would be just awesome if you guys can give us a like. Make sure that you share this video with maybe another friend of yours, relative that is looking to get information about a Ford Bronco. And guys, if you don't feel confident with your dealership and you want to work with somebody that has been doing this for quite some time, please let me know. Send me a message today so that we can get the conversation started and get your order in as soon as possible without any dealer markup. And remember, I ship anywhere in the country, and it would be my pleasure to help you as well. If you have any questions, make sure you write them down in the comment section as they are open, and I read every single comment. If not, thank you very much for watching this video. On to the next one. Have a blessed day.